What if I told you there's a rule buried deep inside VA regulations that could protect your disability rating for life, even if the VA decides you're magically cured? Not a rumor, not a myth. It's real, it's legal, and most veterans have no idea it exists. This isn't some loophole. It's a built-in protection, one that could be worth thousands of dollars every month and even more over a lifetime. And the wildest part, you might already qualify and not even know it. The VA doesn't exactly advertise this thing. It's definitely not in your welcome packet. There's no helpful cartoon explainer. Instead, they roll it out quietly, like Fight Club. And if you don't know the rules, you don't get to play. Today, I'm pulling the pin on this mystery clause, what it is, why it matters, and how some vets are locking in 90% or 100% ratings without even filing a new claim. Yeah, it's that powerful. So buckle up, because once you hear how this works, you'll wonder why no one told you sooner. I'm Ryan Rowley, founder of SimpleVetBenefits.com, and I built the vet rating guide so you can stop Googling and start winning if you're ready to flip the system and make it work for you. So grab the guide and let's get to it. Understanding the grandfather clause. So what is it? No, it's not about your actual grandpa, even though mine swore that chewing tobacco cured everything from colds to combat trauma. In VA terms, the grandfather clause refers to a rule that protects veterans from losing a previously granted disability rating, even if that rating wouldn't be awarded under newer, stricter standards. It basically freezes your rating in place under the old rules, like a VA time capsule. So here's a little history of the grandfather clause as it comes to the idea of preserving benefits when rating criteria changes. Kind of like if you go into a theme park with an old ticket and they still let you ride the roller coaster, even though now it costs double and you're missing a height requirement. Now this matters because over the years, the VA has updated its schedule for rating disabilities multiple times, changing what qualifies as a rating condition and how severe something has to be to get a rating. But if you were rated before the update, this clause could protect your current rating from being reduced, even if technically you wouldn't meet the new standard. And yes, that's a legal win you can actually use. So let's say you were rated for a respiratory condition back in 2006, when the VA used one set of pulmonary test thresholds. In 2021, those thresholds changed. Under the new guidelines, your lung function wouldn't qualify for that 60% rating anymore. But guess what? You don't get downgraded just because the VA moved the goalposts. Your original rating is locked under the grandfather clause. This is especially powerful for respiratory conditions, mental health conditions with diagnostic criteria that changed, orthopedic ratings like back or knee conditions. Now here's the part that should light a fire under you. Veterans who catch this in time have preserved $1,000 plus a month in payments they would have lost if they let the VA reevaluate them under new standards. That's over 12 grand a year. For some, it's a six-figure difference over time. So for example, meet Rob, Desert Storm veteran, rated 50% for PTSD back in 2009 under the old criteria, which focused heavily on difficulty in adapting to work-like settings. In 2022, Rob got a review notice and was told his symptoms no longer met the updated PTSD criteria. Rob's a smart dude. He scheduled a one-on-one call with us, and we reminded him that this magical phrase, protected rating under the grandfather clause. And with our guidance, he submitted a brief but powerful statement. My rating was issued based on criteria prior to the update. I am invoking the protection provided under the VA's grandfather clause per 38 CFR 3.951. Boom, the review was closed. Ratings stayed locked. Moral of the story, don't let a new checklist erase your old injuries. When the VA reevaluates you, it's not always because they want to help. It's often because they're trying to save money. If you have a rating based on old standards and they tightened up the rules since, you could be on the chopping block without even knowing it. But the grandfather clause is your armor. Basically, you keep your rating, keep your pay, and you keep your care. We're talking higher monthly compensation, priority access to VA healthcare tiers, exemption from copays, potential property tax reductions, commissary and exchange access on base. And yes, if you're married with dependents, that rating can make or break what kind of care and stability your family receives. So how do you claim this? Here's your tactical checklist, step by step. Request a copy of your original decision letter, usually through va.gov, or you can call 1-800-827-1000. Compare the diagnostic code and rating schedule version from your original claim to today's rating standards. If they've changed and you're being reviewed or downgraded, submit a letter and say something like this. My rating was established under previous criteria and qualifies for protection under 38 CFR 3.951. Keep copies of everything. Document like your benefits depend on it, because they do. Do you need a template for that letter? It's inside the vet rating guide at simplevetbenefits.com, along with step-by-step help and eligibility checklists. And if all of this feels like trying to decode ancient warrior scrolls written by bureaucrats with migraines, schedule a one-on-one strategy call and we'll walk you through it together. Have you ever had your rating threatened or reduced? Ever wonder if your benefits were about to do a Houdini act? Drop a comment with your experience or your biggest VA question. Let's turn the comment section into a battle brief for veterans who refuse to be lowballed. And if this helped you, share it with your battle buddies. This kind of knowledge can literally change a veteran's life. So let's recap like it's the end of a field op. The grandfather clause can protect your rating from being reduced, even if the rules changed. It's based on 38 CFR 3.951. Yes, that's your new favorite regulation, so go read it. It saved veterans thousands of dollars and preserved critical access to healthcare and benefits. Most importantly, it's a right you have, but only if you know how to use it. So get the Vet Rating Guide today and learn how to lock in your rating, file the right claims, and build your own bulletproof benefit strategy. Grab the Veteran Chest Pack as well while it's still in stock. It's like the Molly gear of daily life. And next up, don't miss our report on the latest news affecting veterans. Trust me, you'll want to hear what's brewing in Congress and how it could hit your wallet.